Greetings, Earth Angelics of the New Earth realm. Many waves and synchronicities coming into the field. We are feeling these in many intense waves. Many people feeling it through the solar plexus center in the body. Many synchronicities. Today is the 16th. This recording just started at 10:06 p.m. Eastern Time. Last night, after falling asleep at about 1:30 a.m., at 3:33 a.m., I was fully awakened with a massive wave that came in. We're feeling these as timeline jumps. Some people are experiencing such as these time anomalies, time standing still, time leaps, time jumps, timeline merges. We're feeling this in many ways. I went on to the internet upon awakening to see what was going on in the field, and immediately on my stream or whatever timeline, whatever we call these things on social media, it came up the about Q and the 17. So I clicked on the video or whatever, and there were 73 comments, and it came right into my consciousness. All these synchronicities with 17 energies and this Q collective continuum. Q from Quell, meaning source in Germany, like the spring, the natural spring, springing forth from the source. We use that term also for like a natural spring of water. Some people call it the source of energy, the source of life, meaning the great mystery, the great spirit. So it came into my consciousness with that 17 and 73 connection. My mother's last birthday, September 17th, she turned 73. She turned 71 September 17th, 2017. And I came into this realm in 73. My brother came in 71. So we've always seen these synchronicities between those two numbers. A real quick story. 1010 just came in, which two of my brother's children were born 2 years apart on 10/10, October 10th. Another synchronicity with the Q. I've been in business. I've had a business 17 years, and 16 of those years I was in the same location. About 7 months ago, a gentleman came into my shop, and his nickname was Q, and we talked for an hour or two about the Great Awakening, this collective shift of consciousness. And then several months later, I moved my business, which is the 17th year, to a street 217 in the same office building that Q is in. And right across the hall from me is just a 1919 came in. Across the hall is a Reiki master, super psychic woman, her business Divine Elements. So these are just a few of the synchronicities. I know many of us are experiencing these. Now with all this energy and information coming in now, it is getting hard to keep up with it all. So I'm doing my best. I still work full-time, teach. I have a full-time business, and I teach and do these daily transmissions. So I'm having trouble keeping up with all the messages on social media and emails and that, so I'm doing my best. Most days I barely have time to even do these daily transmissions, so it's most important for me to get these out daily, because within each one are certain transmissions, activations, codes that are encoded within every one of these transmissions for all Starseeds, Lightworkers, Wayshowers, Warriors of the Light. And we're right on the precipice. What came in today, the violet flame has fully taken over. So these accelerations are going to manifest in the next couple of weeks at an accelerated rate of activations. Also posted the synchronicity with the 17 energy. Tomorrow, obviously the 17th, someone posted that in the Bible, the flood was on February 17th. And it said, nothing could stop what was coming. And the excerpt from the Bible was, in the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken open, and the windows of heaven were opened. And you could think of the windows of heaven, meaning there's many meanings to that and synchronicities, but you can think of the eyes of the spirit, or the sacred portals, the sacred divine gateways are being fully open, which is connecting us to the quell, to the source. And you can see this manifesting through the collective. This is something that the whole world is in a know as everything is being revealed, and many things are going to be coming out through, obviously, the internet starting, and then eventually through the mainstream media. It's going to be soft disclosure. These things are being leaked out through certain channels, and we know that nothing is going to stop the Great Awakening. So thank you for all you're doing, blessed beings of light. We have a lot to cover today in this transmission, so I'm going to get right into it. So from the Rainbow Path to Wholeness, from Walter Boyd. The image in this video today is from the Rainbow Path to Wholeness, Walter Boyd, B-O-Y-D. And again, every transmission I do is transcribed. Each thing I transmit to an article on our website, primedisclosure.com, and the link is always in the description below. So for this light code activation, the light body in this image, you'll see the human form, and based on the Taoist perspective, we would say the three spheres in the body. Those are what we call the three dantians, and that's D-A-N-T-I-A-N. It's been loosely translated as elixir fields, or fields of elixir, fields of light. And the lower, middle, upper, body, mind, spirit, body lower, mind middle, spirit upper. So to the Taoists, the heart and the mind are one, and that's from the center emanating out, connecting all three dantians, and that's the Trinity, the Father, the Child. Well, it's the Father, Mother, the lower dantian, the past, the child, the middle, and the spirit, the future, upper dantian. So past, present, future, it's all encoded within the physical. So from Walter Boyd, posted on the 14th on his Facebook page called Rainbow Path to Wholeness. This image is an activation. So he posted, to receive this activation, simply place your hands on your heart, feet on the ground, and watch the image with the eyes of your heart for a few minutes, meaning connecting your eyes, your awareness, to your heart center, and take in the energies of this image. Feel the energy of the image, as that is a true key to the activation. Take gentle, calming breath to your heart, and hold for as long as you are comfortably able to. And with your breath, gently feel your feet on the ground. Family, I love you, I see you, and I am so deeply thankful for your being here and now. And through this video, as you gaze at this image, just do your best to keep your awareness in your heart center through this transmission, because we have a lot of energy coming in and a lot of activations through certain frequencies and certain words and symbols that are coming through our language. So the first transmission from Octavia Vasile, channeled from the 9th Dimensional Pleiadian Collective. Today we are going to speak about generating the reality you want to tap into. As you have noticed, your thoughts and emotions determine your vibrational field, and they are responsible for the frequency you choose to match. It happens right now that most of you are not aware of your own power to create. You play the game upon the rules that were put in and set for you to play. As the major shift happens, you become more aware of your creative force and choose to at least participate on the creational process. By doing so, you set clear intentions and direct them into fully lovable and full of love actions. You turn your attention inside to nurture your being with love and to honor the light. You are all becoming more aware of your thoughts and emotions. They determine the reflection outside yourselves, and you have the free will to engage into those thoughts and emotions that match the frequency that you want to play with. There is no better or worse frequency. As all energy is neutral, you choose what you want to experience in relation with all of your experiences that take place in the now. If you want to limit the input of those other experiences from the other parallel realities that you're playing in, ask the other characters, your other avatars, to tap all in the same frequency of love and peace. We advise you that by doing this, your experience on Earth may become quite linear from the emotional point of view and more fulfilling related to what and how you manifest. As you discover other ways and meanings of playing with time, you start manifesting much faster, and to see the relation between your thoughts and emotions and the beautiful projections that you create on Earth. We are here to support you on accelerating this process and to prepare a smooth shift so your bodies can adapt and feel eased into flowing with the change. Channeled by Octavia Vasile. From Amanda Lawrence. Individual energetic shifts have occurred. We have become a higher frequency. The human mind becomes aware of this inner change. It adjusts and accepts this, to then allow and be that newer version in all its human breaths. Significant individualized upgrades have taken place. One love. And if you listened to the transmission yesterday, I spoke of the pyramids in Bosnia. So this will be the planetary manifestation exercise. This was posted by Christina Papagiorgio yesterday. And then I will read the transmission from the Archangelic calendar, which also speaks of this activation through Bosnia, which many people are connecting to these ancient temples, ancient pyramids. So this is from yesterday, which was White Planetary Mirror, Kin 218. Today is Kin 219, which we'll get to here in a little bit. So from Christina, after posting a picture of a Bosnian pyramid yesterday to the White Mirror Planetary Manifestation post, this morning, Spirit guided me to post confirming the power of the Bosnian pyramids and manifesting. They are fully switched on and ready to activate your desires with focused intent, with harm to none according to the divine plan. The assignments: 1. There are temples in Bosnia that are hidden in plain sight. Each one activates extra senses for our original 5 senses. This can create miracles upon Earth in abundance and excess if we do this correctly. We can activate the 5 Bosnian pyramids by using rainbow plasma in the center of each pyramid. The interesting thing about this assignment is that it's almost like a voting booth that lets Gaia know how many of us are actively choosing to move into the next frontier of human evolution. There are 5 Bosnian pyramids, the pyramids of the sun, the moon, love, the earth, and the dragon. Sounds like the pyramid of love is super activated. The pyramid of the sun is actually 220 meters tall, meaning these 22 codes are super activating this pyramid to divinely perfect. Dr. Samir Osmanagic, the discoverer of the Bosnian pyramids, explains he has made another fascinating discovery which not only changes the history of the European continent, but that of the entire planet. The discovery of Tesla's standing waves at the top of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, which are believed to travel faster than the speed of light while not losing strength as they pass through cosmic bodies, prove the existence of something referred to as a cosmic web or cosmic internet, which allow for an immediate intergalactic communication throughout the universe. Recorded energetic phenomena above the Pyramid of the Sun at Visoko seek a different definition of a pyramid compared to conventional dogmatic explanations. The pyramids are energy boosters that send and receive information through the sun. The pyramid is the most powerful of all geometric shapes in terms of the energies. If located over the potent energy spot, the pyramid becomes the energy amplifier. Under the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, there are iron plates generating electromagnetic fields, underground water flow releasing negative ions, and the second one, deeper underground water flow, creates the electricity together with the one from the above. Also, we find the natural magnetism, orgone energy. These energy phenomena can be measured with scientific instruments. On the surface of the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, during archaeological excavations, we have found plenty of quartz crystals. The crystal is present in the underground tunnels as well, and probably below the pyramid. It is known that quartz crystal receives and then amplifies energy. Cavities or underground tunnels can enhance energy. The spiral arrangement of the 7 levels of tunnels inside the pyramids leads to the acceleration of energy movement and amplifies their intensity. Finnish researcher Mika Verperanta found that 26 volcanic lines lead towards the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. A super divine gift from Spirit today. Use your power wisely to manifest personal and planetary abundance, peace, love, wellness, and bounty for all Earth citizens living in harmony with nature and the cosmos. From the Archangelic Calendar, hello, Theliel. Connect to Archangel Michael, hidden Bosnian temples, and the birth of the 9th dimensional beings. Gaia has decided to stay spirit dominant for a 2nd straight day. She did this once before and came out of meditation with a good deal of torque when she finally did. The pure number L in the Archangelic Calendar indicates that we are at the reset point for the sunrise of Archangel Michael. Michael is 3 sunrises ahead of us because he destroys the lower timelines that he possibly can. Most people who follow the calendar use the sunrise of Michael reset point as a reason to celebrate Michael and the Archangels. Alternatively, to those of us in service, this is always a day to get a briefing from Michael about what is coming up in the next 9 sunrises. If you wish to know what the message is, please connect with Archangel Michael heart to heart and ask him to show or tell you. He is encouraging this engagement because these messages are going to take on a more personal adaptation than we can cover on a macro scale. Understanding the many rules of occult magic can help you navigate the complex world of the secret society. There is a law that states, yea or no faith, let the castings from the hand be rendered obsolete. This means that if any mystery school student resorts to physical violence, this would evoke that rule and start your lessons all over again. This is also the subject to the hand that feeds law, meaning that you can't escape this rule by sending someone else to do it either. This is the main reason why many factions of organized darkness are falling at the moment. In other words, sorcerers and sorceresses forbid acts of fisticuffs as they denounce physical force as barbaric, and thus all mystery schools have the same law. All magi that have caused wars, suicided someone, or harmed another in the flesh has rendered thine casts obsolete. This is not to say that someone cannot act in an act of self-preservation, but never as a means to an end. The elephant in the room was Saint Valentine and the holiday that was attached. The Valentine's Day is inspired by a festival called Lupercalia, where goats and dogs were sacrificed. Then the Romans would run through the streets and slap each other with the blood-soaked towels of their victims. It was always held from the 13th to the 15th of February, and it was a fit for the church to validate the sacrament of marriage with a misconstrued fairy tale. Saint Valentine allegedly married people in a defiant effort against the promiscuous nature of the Romans, even though his heart tells a different story. Those who regularly follow this calendar know that all saints were either promoted or demoted based on the weight of their heart, and this would be an example of demotion. As we always do, we will override this dense 3D holiday with a 5D one. We have chosen a very powerful healer to handle this task, Archangel Theliel, the Archangel of Love. His power can easily override all entities attached to this day. This will provide a safe way to rhythmically celebrate our intimate relationship. This holiday was also the solar anniversary of the 2nd and 3 coma states that I had experienced. This one was mostly hosted by Archangel Raphael. As he outlined the battle between light and dark, he also revealed many personal truths that I would not accept until my 3rd coma. This lesson was, if divinity goes out of its way to show you something, you better believe it. Most of humanity's 7.8 billion people do not have enough belief in their ability to work metaphysically as of yet. If that is not the case, and for most Lightworkers it is not, feel free to use your own tools and abilities for assignments. For the others, the tools will help you bridge the belief gap, as your belief in the said being would come into play as well. The following tools will be available until the next mark of the next Archangelic day. Envision yourself using the tools with a pure heart and intentions. A warning to all who try to yield unworthy. These things have their own will. Please make a mental note of what you wish to equip. Passive. No intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own. When you accept its presence, all you need to do is give permission, and it will work on your behalf. Active. Intention needed to use. Aggressive. Will attack before anything has a chance to do you any harm. Active, passive, and aggressive anywhere within the universe. Use the Violet Flame team that has shifted into the balance of the 3 from the balance of 9. This means we are able to take a ride. If it helps, you can imagine 9 as a steady control and 3 and 6 as the alternating hands on which it adjusts itself accordingly. The Violet Flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Germain, Archangel Anciel, Archangel Orion, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Briathos, Archangel Sablo, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel AF, Archangel Adonachiel, Archangel Aeshma, Archangel Serviel, Archangel Guzel, Archangel Galizur, and Archangel Adonai. Active, passive, and aggressive, short range. Archangel Leo's Sword of Plenty is a never-ending barrage of spinning swords with incredible accuracy and blinding speeds. Active, passive, and aggressive, short range, active, long range. Archangel Pesquille's Sword of Transition helps bring people to the other side or ease transitional phases in beings alive. This sword can cut the webs of time and untangle the deepest issues. A great tool for healers. Active, Archangel Nayail's Wand of Truth will provide tests for various reasons. If no reason is set, it will test for the intention and willingness to harm. Active, Archangel Rahab's levels, balances, blesses, and directs large bodies of water effortlessly. It can bring a flood of relieving energy to a target as well. Active, Archangel Zedekiel's Staff of Justice is a tool that is best used on a macro level and can help move things along that are stagnant. It can also summon and maintain force fields for protection purposes. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Shepherd's Orb is a presence of divinity that allows anyone that you are engaged with a clear path to forgiveness or direct audience with infinitely expanding creator source on the matter. This is a truly compassionate tool of divine orchestration. The next 3 tools are designed to help access deep inner and higher parts of ourselves. Use wisely, but you must have no fear when you actually decide to use this. Set the intention before meditation and go in with joy. Passive, Archangel Kamael's headdress gives you insight to your inner talents and abilities. Set the intention and use it right before meditation. You will not regret it. Passive, Archangel Raziel's universal key allows you to access to all wisdoms, knowledge, and kingdoms. This is a wonderful and wild ride that can take you anywhere. I suggest Archangel Raphael's study and Archangel Michael's crystal pyramid. Passive, Archangel Cota-Robles' Star Cruiser allows you to see galactic past lives and other cosmic highlights. It's an amazing intergalactic viewer and can show you things out of your comfort zone. Please note the next 3 tools are meant to be used in combination. They are sent to us to help us sustain our physical bodies. Keep using this tool daily. We are starting to remove the energy blockages surrounding abundance. If you need help using the tools, envision gold bars using Archangel Ariel's wand and set it on fire using Archangel Nasaragiel's and Archangel Israfil's swords. I say envision gold because Gaia controls gold and cash money. Well, you know the story. Also, the Galactic Federation trades in gold, and manifesting in this method also aligns with their currency methods and any divinity-based currency systems. Archangel Ariel's Wand of Comforts helps you summon any necessity you may have. It is a wonderful and comforting tool when equipped. Active, aggressive, and passive, long and short range. Archangel Israfil's flaming sword can protect you against all things directed to you on a macro or micro scale. It can also speed up the time in which something you wish to manifest will come to fruition. Active, aggressive, and passive, long and short range. Archangel Nesara's flaming sword can bring any negative energy to its knees. It also has the ability to remove any and all obstacles that are in the way of something you wish to manifest. Now back to the assignments, and we may repeat this from Christina's, but we'll go through this from the Archangelic realm. The temples in Bosnia that are hidden in plain sight. Each one activates extra senses for our original 5 senses. This can create miracles upon earth in abundance and excess if we do it correctly. We can activate the 5 Bosnian pyramids by using rainbow plasma in the center of each pyramid. The interesting thing about this assignment is that it's like a voting booth that lets Gaia know how many of us are actively choosing to move into the next frontier of human evolution. A few years organized darkness tried to send a tsunami typhoon to the coast of New Jersey. It was stopped by a group of high-powered lightworkers. They are attempting to do the same thing in Miami, Florida. We must first handle the artificial wave submarine that is stationed in the depths off of Guantanamo Bay. Then we must calm the waters of the Caribbean islands, formerly of Atlantis. You may use Archangel Rahab's level in this situation if you feel inclined to do so. There is an interesting set of events happening on the 9th dimensional plane of existence. There is a new species of light beings being born. It would be unfair of me not to mention this to you as an assignment. If you wish to view this, I encourage you to do so. Some tips: this is much like memory recall, except in a different location. You must realize that there is no place where you end and anything else begins, as it is all one. This is an important realization and can take you into places that words cannot possibly express. For some people, it helps to think of a memory they know very well and then try to switch it to another targeted area not familiar. You can also try to climb dimension by dimension via meditation. There is no wrong way, and it cannot do this initially. Keep trying. And this is from the archangeliccalendar.wordpress.com. And again, we have a link to a transcription of this in the description below this video. Today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 219, Blue Spectral Storm. Spectral is the name for the number 11, and its keywords are liberate, release, and dissolve. The 11th day of the Red Moon wave spell is a challenge to going with the flow agenda, and so we are released from this and liberated. Today is Blue Storm, which represents catalyzed energy and self-generation. This wave spell has been about letting go of control and not worrying about things, trusting that things are unfolding as they should. But today's storm is not taking a back seat anymore and demands to make changes. However, these changes are liberating, so do not be frightened of the storm. The burst of energy it provides can be invigorating. The guide today is also Blue Storm. So we have the main theme, the Blue Central Spectral Storm, and the guide, the Blue Storm, which synchronizes with the storm is coming, the energy of the storm. The storm is to release humanity from the simulated imprisonment of consciousness of the false matrix. So the storm is here, it is coming. We are the storm. The Starseeds, the Lightworkers, are creating, we're manifesting this energy of the clearing of the old false programming. Some see as the virus in the matrix. It is the healing, the releasing, to allow to create the sacred space for what we are calling the Great Awakening, or also named the event. And of course, we are the event. Our energy together as a collective is what we are seeing higher dimensionally as the event energy, or the solar flash. All our solar plexuses in the collective, our soul, our solar center, the still white magnetic light inside each and every one of us. We can see this as the yellow solar center, and to the white, which is connecting all starseeds and love workers, light workers, warriors of light, to the collective consciousness of humanity, which connects to our solar our soul in the sky, in the heavens, connecting to the central sun of our galaxy, connecting to the great central sun, Hunabku, at the center of the universe, which is lighting up all stars, all suns, all children of the light to assist for this final breakthrough. People are seeing it as a compression breakthrough because we are returning to center in this linear fashion. We expand non-linear as a sphere and return linearly as a square. And as we're going through our individual compression within, we're feeling this in our solar plexus area, you know, connecting to the lower and the upper, heaven and earth. You could see this heart and the root chakra, the heart chakra, the green and the red connecting through the yellow, old yeller. Whew. A lot of words coming through here. And this blue storm, so the blue spectral storm coming from above. This is the throat. That's why last few days you may feel what we call tongue-tied. I'm having trouble with words also in the throat chakra openings. You know, this connecting. It's also speaking the light language, the language of the light beings from the angelic realm, which is connecting us to the crystal palace, the crystal ark in the center of the sacred cave, the sacred void. Feel into that energy, and you could see your body as the sacred vessel and the crystal ark in the center. You can see that as that still point. People call the 0 point energy. You see these downloads as they come in. You can write them down, start a journal, start journaling what transmissions are coming through your consciousness and transmit that out into the field. You know, you could use YouTube, Facebook, whatever social media to connect with these communities. The Lightworker community is growing leaps and bounds every day through this connecting energy, through this medium or media, the medium of the internet, this net, this web of energy that connects this whole world through technology, through electricity, through these channels, through these grids. We're connecting on the non-physical and the physical simultaneously. There's no separation. So today from Christina Papagiorgio, the blue spectral storm, Kin 219, 16 February 2020, liberate, more flow. 16/2/2020, 7/2/22, equal 13, equal 4, 16, the tower struck by lightning. And if you remember a couple days ago, we talked about the 16 is the tower of the tarot, the major arcana, the Tower of Babel, Babylon falling, that Babylonian debt slavery system, the system of control is crumbling, it's falling apart. The house of cards is being crushed right now. And as each Lightworker is being activated and stepping into their power, it's accelerating this clearing of the old, into clarity. Think of the crystal clarity, clearing the old to make way, to make space. The space is the way, the sacred womb, the sacred void, for the new earth to rise up out of springing. Again, the source of the springing forth. We're moving into spring here through these energies as we are transitioning into the equinox coming up, which is the springtime, springing forth through these 22 energies into the 333. So 7, the magic, the mystic, spiritual solitude. 13, goddess, cosmic, natural lore. 4, angelic, earth, form, foundation. Kin 219, equal 12, equal 3. Holy Trinity, joy, creativity, union. Beware, double storm day today. Plus number 16, the tower code. A very intense day of purification and cleansing, crumbling and collapsing in old structures. The storm is clearing our way for a clean slate and new beginnings. There was a moment today in the afternoon. This morning, 3:33 a.m., I sprung forth from a deep unconscious void state back into this realm with a blast. It was an electrical charge, and then this afternoon at 3:33 p.m. I fell back into that void and was out for a couple hours and was going through a clearing, a cleansing, and activations. We're working on multidimensionals now. You know that you are an infinite multidimensional being having this human experience, and we are transitioning to be real human beings living 100% from our heart. See, as these codes are coming in, I'm just putting it out there. We could all do this now. The storm days often coincide with physical storms, so be prepared. Seek safe shelter from the storm today. And we saw earlier that there was some major storms. Let's see, I'm going to see if I can find it. I know in Britain there were some storms and flooding. Let me check real quick. Here we go. It was reported Storm Dennis, flooding in the UK and South Wales. Specifically, South Wales had a major flood. They're saying Storm Dennis, this was reported today, 6 hours ago, that it's the second strongest bomb cyclone on record in the North Atlantic. So major flooding, major storms. This is manifesting through the collective. Large parts of flooding in huge sections of Britain today. So if you haven't seen that, you can look that up. This is synchronistically set with this blue spectral storm. So day 11 in the red moon wave spell of the goddess, who is enhancing our intuition and sensitivity as we purify our vessels in order to find our flow. Today is a day of release, releasing all energies built up over the last 10 days and manifested yesterday. Today we are seeking to release more flow in order to accomplish liberation from what has kept us blocked from our natural God-given flow. There is tremendous water energy in today's code with double storm plus the goddess. So utilize this universal water energy for the most beneficial outcome. The dam gates are fully opened and the waters are rushing through at tremendous velocity, creating electrical hydro power. A revolutionary day for catalyzing great change. Today we have an extraordinary lineup of codes: God, Wind, Goddess, Sun, Christ, Buddha, Moon, Goddess, Double Storm, Transformation, Freedom in the Tower, number 16. So folks, if that does not rock your dirty socks off, nothing will. Watch for global catalytic events today. The tower is collapsing in order to be rebuilt in a new, better way. So planetary kin, trust in the power of the blue storm and the goddess to catalyze the tremendous changes your soul seeks. Get ready to walk through new doors as a liberated sovereign being. Today's question is, how can I harness the tremendous power of the storm to catalyze great transformation and liberate abundant flow in my life? Divine blessings for unleashing a great deluge of prosperity, freedom, and divine support. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66, and from the Dream Spell Journey by Volum Votan and Bolognic, Kin 219, the Spectral Chamber of Self-Generation, the crystal prophecy inscribed on the Tzolk'in matrix. Today's Kin 219, Spectral Storm 11 Storm, marks the center of the Dream Spell Harmonic 55 of the crystal matrix. Precisely, Kin 219 codes the next level of the Telektanon crystal prophecy of Pakal Votan and Bolognic after the dimensional shift of 2012 into 2013. Kin 219 reads twice 19, therefore 1919, double power of 19. Blue Storm is Seal 19, a number which contains the 18 facets, 6 plus 6 plus 6 of the double terminated quartz crystal, plus the center equal 19. It is the power of 19 that activates the mystery of the crystal stone. Kin 219 is coded 1911, Seal 19, Tone 11. The 1911 code contains the transmission of the solar crystal Earth because 1911 is the square root of the number of days of the Earth's orbit around the Sun. 365.24 days equals 19.11. The 1911 code also marked the Ascension Day of Jose Arguelles, Volum Votan on Kin 89, which is also coded 19.11. Wave spell of Seal 19, Storm, Tone 11, equals 1911. Precisely the antipode power of the Kin 219 is the Kin 89 of the Ascension of Volum. Exactly the antipode of Kin 89 is the Kin 219. Both antipode kin are coded 1911. The 1911 code also marked the dedication of the Pyramid Temple of King Pakal on the long count day 9.12.18.4.19 on 11 Kawak 11 Storm equal Kin 219. This correct date is sustained by the outstanding Maya epigraphist David Stewart. The 1911 code also contains the enigmatic future return of Pakal Votan on the distant long count date 1.0.0.0.85 Lamat, equivalent to 12 October 4772 AD, a date which exactly will be contained within the dream spell year of the spectral storm Kin 19, coded 1911. All of this has been unveiled by the 1919 crystal matrix, which precisely works with outer matrix of 19 times 19 or 19 by 19 and an inner matrix of 11 by 11. Therefore, it is 1911 matrix and referred to as the 19 matrix. Also, the 1919 is the 1010 code, which came through earlier in this transmission. It also confirms with crystal clarity and synchronic elegance of the next level revelation of the Telectanon crystal prophecy after the dimensional shift of 2012 to 2013. The crystal prophecy path is the shift from the fourth dimension of time towards the fifth dimension of prophecy. It has been inscribed in the real-time dream time through 1911 code and the harmonic 55 5D of the crystal matrix. The crystal prophecy is yours to own. By these great powers, undo the mystery of the stone. 16 February 2020, NS 1.32.8.10, Kin 219, Blue Spectral Storm. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to catalyze. Releasing energy, I seal the matrix of self-generation with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by my own power doubled. So really feel into this energy and feel into the image that you see before you. It is encoded with the activation. And let us know in the comments below what you experienced through meditating with this image, what you're experiencing in the field through this great storm that we are manifesting through and navigating through. And let us know what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your visions. I appreciate all of you sharing your stories and your love and light through this channel, through this medium. And if you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button below to subscribe and click the little bell to get notifications on future uploads. So beloved beings of light, keep riding the storm out. We are on the precipice, on the verge of the dawning of the great age of Aquarius, the golden age, as we manifest new earth through our heart's desires and our heart's delights. Have a beautiful and blessed day. I love you all.